What will you do if a simple research trip turns into the worst nightmare of your life? So there was this group of young teenage scientists, excited and curious, who decided to visit a mysterious forest for their latest research project. Early in the morning, they arrived at the forest gate with their backpacks, notebooks, and cameras, whispering with excitement about what they might discover. As they stepped inside, the environment immediately changed. The forest was calm, quiet, and peaceful, almost like it was welcoming them. They paused for a moment, taking in the fresh, cool air that gently brushed past their faces. The green leaves above them shimmered with sunlight, and the soft rustling of branches made them smile. They were happy, amazed by how alive and beautiful everything felt. As they walked further, they enjoyed the wide view of the tall trees stretching toward the sky, the colorful plants, and the small streams flowing softly beside their path. Their laughter echoed lightly through the woods as they took pictures and made notes. Feeling even more curious, the group decided to go deeper into the forest, walking slowly, each step taking them into a part of the woods no one had ever explored before, totally unaware of what was waiting for them ahead. As the group continued their research, collecting samples and writing down strange patterns they noticed in the soil, they had no idea that something else was happening around them. Deep in the shadows, hidden between the thick trees, a very dangerous clan lived inside the forest, silent, secretive, and known by no one outside their territory. The clan had been watching the teenagers from the moment they stepped deeper into the woods. Every movement, every laugh, every step they took was being observed. The forest, which earlier felt calm and alive, now carried an unseen tension that the group couldn't sense, not yet. While the team set up a small device to measure sound waves, one of the teenagers looked up and froze. Between two trees, he saw a dark figure staring directly at them. Its eyes were cold, its body covered in markings he had never seen before. His voice trembled as he whispered to the others, "Guys, we're not alone." When the group turned and spotted more figures silently stepping closer, panic hit them instantly. Without thinking twice, they grabbed their bags and started running, branches snapping under their feet. Their breaths were heavy, hearts pounding, as they realized the terrifying truth: the clan wasn't just watching them. They were hunting them. And for the teenagers, their real nightmare had only just begun. The teenagers ran until their legs burned, pushing through bushes and fallen logs, trying to escape the deadly clan chasing them. Their breaths were shaking, their clothes scratched by branches, but they didn't dare stop. It wasn't until they reached a small open space that they finally looked around, and terror hit them harder than before. One of their friends was missing. At first, they hoped he had just taken another path, but deep inside they knew the truth. The clan had taken him. The thought alone made the forest suddenly feel colder, darker, and more dangerous. A heavy silence fell over the group as the realization sank in: they hadn't escaped, they had lost someone. Anger slowly replaced their fear. Their missing friend wasn't just a teammate, he was family to them. And the idea of leaving him behind was impossible. With trembling hands but determined eyes, the group gathered sticks, stones, and anything they could use as weapons. They tore pieces of cloth to wrap their hands, tightened their bags, and formed a small defensive circle. "We're not running anymore," one of them said, voice firm. They knew the clan was strong, fast, and ruthless. But they also knew something even stronger: their loyalty to each other. And with that, they prepared themselves to retaliate, to face the mad clan head-on, and to bring their friend back, no matter what waited for them in the shadows of the forest. Night slowly covered the forest as the group gathered in a hidden spot, their faces hard with determination. After searching through their emergency research equipment and hidden supply boxes, they armed themselves with small rifles and protective gear meant for dangerous wildlife missions. These weren't just teenagers anymore, they were a team ready for war. On the other side of the forest, the clan was already preparing too. They stood in formation, holding their sharp weapons, torches burning around them. They had been waiting for the group to come back, almost expecting it. The forest felt heavier than ever, like it knew a massive storm was about to hit. As the group moved through the dark trees, the air grew tense. Every leaf rustle, every distant howl made their hearts beat harder. Finally, they reached an open ground. The clan was there, lined up, watching them with cold eyes. No words were spoken. No mercy existed. For a moment, the world stood still. Then the battle erupted. The forest exploded with noise, shouts, footsteps, and echoes bouncing through the trees. It felt like a third world war happening deep inside the woods, two sides clashing with everything they had. The group fought fiercely, driven not by anger alone but by the hope of saving their captured friend. The night lit up with chaos, and the fight for survival had officially begun. The battle raged deep into the night, echoing through the forest like a storm that refused to end. The group fought with everything they had, pushing forward through fear, exhaustion, and pain. Blow by blow, step by step, they fought their way toward the wooden cage where their captured friend was being held. With one final push, they broke through the clan's defense and freed him. The moment he stepped out, weak but alive, the entire team felt a surge of relief wash over them. But victory came with a heavy cost. Many of them were badly injured, clothes torn, faces bruised, and hearts shaken. A few didn't make it, their loss hit the group harder than any wound from the fight. By dawn, the forest was silent again. When the authorities and families arrived, having been alerted by emergency signals the team sent, there were tears, tight hugs, and disbelief at what the teenagers had survived. Parents held their children close, thankful they were alive, heartbroken for the ones who weren't. As the team stood together one last time, watching the sun rise over the trees, they understood something powerful. The forest had tested them, pushed them to the edge, and changed them forever. From that day on, they learned a lesson they would never forget: curiosity is powerful, but respecting the unknown is even greater. And no matter how dark things become, standing together can save lives.